Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. I'm going to talk about chainsaws, or more importantly, chainsaw blades. It's throwing it down with rain outside and it's really windy, so this is a great video to be making indoors. Right, chainsaws and chainsaw blades. A company called Lively have sent me two of these. It's a handheld battery powered chainsaw. I already have a small handheld battery powered mini chainsaw, and I've got a petrol one here. This is the proper petrol one, the really powerful and heavy one. What I'm about to explain to you can be used on all three of these, and it's how to measure a chainsaw blade if you want to buy a replacement. Now, ordinarily, it would say on the bar what sort of blade you might need to buy, but sometimes it doesn't. And so there is a technique you can use for measuring the blade you've already got so that you can buy a replacement. Now, this question arose because I was sent this to review, and I did a review on it, and quite validly a subscriber sent me a message saying you can't get replacement blades for it. So I looked into that because it's important that I do right by my subscribers, and I've looked into it, and you can indeed get replacement blades for this. And what I've done is I've gone about working out how to measure that blade that's on it so that I can go away and buy a replacement from Amazon. And that's the process I'm going to explain to you in this video, just in case you can't find the measurements on your bar, or in case you're unsure of what blade to go ahead and buy. Right, don't forget, protect your table. I've put a board down on this table. These blades have got sharp edges and I don't want to scratch the table, and I don't want you accusing me of causing your divorce. Right, so the first thing is protect your table. Also wear some gloves because again they are sharp. Now you only need three measurements to work out what replacement chainsaw blade you need. And I'm going to demonstrate on this battery powered one. So I'm going to move the other two out of the way, and you can probably see I've got another camera on the job down here so that I can give you some close-ups. So let's move this battery powered one out of the way. Whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do this in one take. So you will see me doing some fumbling and some mumbling, possibly even some cursing, and you will also hear this stool making weird noises, and you might hear noises off because I'm not alone in the house today. So I apologise for that, and I will edit in the close-ups from this other camera after the event. Right, so you only need three measurements, and those measurements are the number of drive links, the pitch, and the gauge. And if you've got those three measurements, you can order a new blade, and I'm going to show you exactly how to find those three measurements, and it's not rocket science, it's very easy actually. So the first thing is, when you look at the bar on your chainsaw, the bar is this bit here that's got the chain wrapped around it. That has a measurement written on it, and mine here says 12 inches or 30 centimeters. Now I got a bit confused because when I took that off and measured it, it's actually 14 inches. So the first point to note is that that measurement that's on that bar is the bit that is exposed. It's the cutting length. So the 12 inches refers to the bit that's exposed. So don't look at 12 inches and go and buy a chain for a 12-inch bar, because that's not a 12-inch bar. It's a 14-inch bar with a 12-inch cutting blade. So, right, that's the first point to note. Now, I'm going to take the blade off this. Whilst I'm taking it off, I'm going to talk to you because I want to tell you something quite interesting. Incidentally, I have removed the batteries. I don't want to fiddle around with this blade while there's any power on this. I don't want it springing into life and taking my fingers off, so that's a safety thing. Right, I'm going to take the blade off. Very easy to do, very straightforward. On this particular one, you just unscrew this here. Now, Lively have sent me two of these. You can see there's one in a box here to my right, and this is the other one. I'm keeping this one. I'm giving that away in my January giveaway gift bundle, so if you want to win that, have a look at joining my club. But the other thing is, it is November. It's Friday the 28th of November to be precise. It's Black Friday, and it's Black Friday weekend, and Lively have a brilliant special offer on this. You can get 36% I've been using this the last few days in my garden. I've chopped a great big holly tree down with it, and it's a brilliant piece of kit. Right, so let's get this chain off. A little bit of fumbling and manhandling. The bar comes off. I'll place this to one side. I don't need it, so that can go down there on the floor. I'll put my glasses on because I need them to see. And we'll have a look at this. Right, that's the blade wrapped around the bar. And you will notice that the bar consists of two plates which are riveted together here, and there's a gap between the two plates. Okay, that gap between those two plates is the gauge. That's something we need to measure. Right, let's set these to one side. I've got a caliper here. Now, I could have borrowed one of those off my neighbour. My neighbour Mark will have one of those in his shed, but I've gone and bought that one. It's a caliper for measuring things, and it was about £14 off Amazon, so it's not an expensive piece of kit. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to count the drive chains. So, okay, right, how do I do that? Right, I want to put a piece of paper down here. You can do it any way you please. This is the way I prefer to do it. This is the number of drive links. Some people mark one and then count until they've got all the way back to where they started. Some people put a piece of tape around one and then count up until they've got right back to where they started. What I've done is I've put it on a piece of paper. I'm hoping that the other camera can see this. In fact, if I put it that way, it might get a better view. And what I'm going to do, these are the drive links, the inside bits here. Those are the bit that go on the cogs that drive it round. So if I put a dot next to one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. My chainsaw blade has 45 drive links. That's a fixed number. It will never change. So any replacement blade I buy needs to have 45 drive links. That's the first thing sorted. Right. The next measurement I mentioned was the pitch. The pitch is the distance between any three rivets. These drive links and these blades are joined together with rivets. You can probably see them on the close-up camera. And these are called rivets. And the pitch is the measurement between any three rivets divided by 2. Any three rivets next to each other, measure between them. You can use a tape measure like this and divide it by 2. So if I go up to that one there and measure those three, it's around about 19 millimeters. The same is true of the next three and the next three and the next three. So we've got 19 millimeters there. I could use my calipers actually, and I could measure using the calipers there between the center of 3 rivets, and you can see there 18.8, 19 millimeters. We're looking at about just under 1 millimeter under 2 centimeters. That's the pitch. You divide that by 2. So I'm going to say that the pitch for this is 9.52. Now, when they are selling these blades, they always do it in inches. So you have to convert that. So if you look at a centimetre on there and go on the other side, you can see it's 3/8 of an inch. So my pitch on this blade, which is the distance between 3 rivets divided by 2, converted to inches, is 3/8 of an inch. And you'll see that whenever you look at, if you ever Google chainsaw blades, you'll see 3/8 of an inch popping up all the time. That's your pitch. So we've got 45 drive links and we've got 3/8 of an inch pitch. Now the next thing we have to do is work out the gauge. Now the gauge, I mentioned earlier that this has 2 plates which are riveted together. The gauge is the distance between those 2 plates. And it's really important that you get the gauge right, because if you measure the gauge on your chain and you go for something that is too big, it won't fit between those 2 plates. So we have to measure the gauge. And again, This is where this caliper comes in. This is a brilliant piece of kit for measuring small things. Right, so if I get hold of this chain and measure up one of these drive links using the calipers. Now it will be upside down on that camera there, but hopefully when I squeeze that in tight there, we can see the gauge of this chain. This particular chain is 1.1 millimeters. I'll hold it up to the camera there. Hopefully that screen says 1.1 millimeters on that camera. So the gauge, I'm going to write it down before I forget it, of this is 1.1 millimeters. But as with the pitch, it's generally sold in inches. So this is where Google is my friend, because what I'm going to do is take my gloves off and convert. Just type in this into the search engine. Convert 1.1 millimeters into inches. 0.043. I've now got the 3 measurements I need to order a new chain. So if I go onto Amazon and type those 3 details into Amazon, it will present me with a raft of different options, from cheap ones to expensive ones. The cheap ones will probably wear out quicker than the more expensive ones. I've actually ordered some, and hopefully they will be arriving today, so we'll be able to test this theory out. Now, I'm going to finish there because I've covered a lot of ground, but it's pretty straightforward. The 3 things you need to replace a chain on a chainsaw are the number of drive links, the pitch and the gauge, and I've shown you how to measure each. So I will be able to buy a replacement blade for this battery-powered Lively chainsaw, and I can apply the same process to my big petrol one and also my small handheld mini chainsaw. And I just want to reiterate that that one in that box there, my second one, is going in my January giveaway gift bundle. And if you want to try and win it, just join my club. Details of my club are in the description box below this video. However, if you want to buy one in the Black Friday sale, which is on from today until Monday, I believe, with 36% off, there will be an Amazon link in the description box below this video. And I think I've already mentioned it, but I will repeat myself. I've been using that all week to cut down a large holly tree, and it's been brilliant because it's so light and you can control it. Right, in a second, you will see me fitting the replacement blades that I've bought onto the chainsaw. Bye for now.